We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Back at gunpoint, where the fuck are the guns? Nathan, show us the guns. Nathan, do not deflect, back to measured flat, you fucking parrot. Measured flat, measured flat, measured flat is all you can say, you lying scum. No measurement shows flatness, you fucking parrot. You are an idiot, lying scum. Nathan, it's easy to take an elevation angle from a globe. Where's the guns, Nathan? You said we'll be turned back at gunpoint. Where the fuck are the guns, Nathan? Show us the guns, Nathan. Where's the guns, Nathan? You said we'll be turned back at gunpoint. Where the fuck are the guns, Nathan? Show us the guns, Nathan. Nathan, you are an idiot and a liar. FTFE, prove the globe, time to end your grift. You said the sun does set. You said you'll be turned around and God is mine. Where's the guns, Nathan? You said we'll be turned back at gunpoint. Where the fuck are the guns, Nathan? Show us the guns, Nathan!
Hello, I'm FTFE. Welcome back to the channel that does the stupidity what gas leaks seem to do to every single one of Elon Musk's rockets. Yes, we are here to talk about Slappy the Clown, otherwise known as Nathan Oakley, otherwise known as child abuser. That's not a hyperbole. He literally smacked his kid while streaming and made them cry. Recently, Will Duffy, well, you know the story, took a bunch of people to Antarctica, including my good friend, Mike McNeil. Obviously, I'm Craig McToon. And one of the things that Oakley always claimed was that if you go to Antarctica, there's guns that show you. And that never happened, and that's cool, and Oakley's a twat. But whilst there, they did a lot of things proving that the Earth is, in fact, spherical, including taking measurements. Wait, are we getting buffering? There shouldn't be any buffering. Are you just screwing with me? Yeah, you are, aren't you? Right then. Yeah, so Will Duffy did a bunch of experiments, and recently he did a video going over Nathan Oakley's claims of Earth is measured flat, and confirmed with measurements that the Earth is in fact measured curved. And Oakley decided to do a response, and I haven't watched it. I'm assuming it's full of extreme derp. Now, one very important thing to say during this stream is there is a non-zero chance of Nathan Oakley's face appearing on screen. Okay? That is something that is very, very likely to happen. We are going to be looking at Nathan Oakley's channel, and his face very likely will appear. Okay? Now, it's very important that you have sick buckets. for this kind of thing, right? If Nathan Oakley's face appears on screen, then it does induce some kind of vomiting normally. I'm not sure why. I've been stupid and I didn't bring my sick bucket, right? I don't know. I thought I had one. I need to get a new intern. But yeah, so make sure you've all got sick buckets. But I think I'm okay. I've got quite a strong constitution, and even though I've been dealing with a head cold for a few days, I feel like I can, I've had the training to be able to cope with Oakley's face. So I'm going to be okay. But for you guys, for your safety, and make sure you've got a sick bucket so we can watch Oakley. Yeah. Monkey Cat Pat Pat $2 says nothing to read here. Carry on. But I did read. It's a Rubik's. Member for 28 months says people are fucking with ya and will for a while. And holy shit, 28 months. Check Discord DMs when you get a chance. All hail NASA and FSM. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, there is no buffering. We don't do that anymore here. Now prepare yourself, right? As a little primer to help prepare you. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Dave McKeegan wants me to make sure there is buffering so Oakley's face isn't shown. Right. Now let's do this. Remember, there's a poll up there, a very important poll. Please make sure you vote. Bill Tetley $5 says, thank you for sending me the pre-order from the official FTFE branded butt plug. I can't wait for mine to come in. Bill, that was a one-time thing, right? You weren't supposed to tell anybody, all right? No one else is getting butt plugs, okay? Bill paid a lot of money for it. Like, a lot. But, Bill, that's... Shh. Emma says, but wouldn't buffering mean we have to see his face longer? Maybe. But it might buffer on my face, so you'll be okay with that.
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, then be sure to subscribe.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Oh, it's still there. Oh God, how do I make it stop? Oh, I've got to watch this. Oh, that's a lot of mess. That's the intern's problem. Ugh. Zoomy Tomato says for $2, wait, does that mean my butt plug isn't coming in? What you do with your butt plugs is up to you. Bill Tetley $2 says, oh God, no, make it go away, Daddy Craig. I'm trying.
Hit the bell notification icon and join Flat Earth Debate while they are live. And there's also a coffee, Patreon, crypto, and thanks button in the info box
Why are his teeth brown?
below the video.
I'm not kidding. Why are his teeth brown? That's not normal.
Most importantly, if you'd like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching. Then you next. Hello.
Emma, my lovely cunt, says for €2, stellar performance, cunt, lol. Once again, YouTube has decided to change all the names in the chat to the @handles. Don't know why. Randomly does it. Fuck you, YouTube. Don't YouTube. I love you. Please don't do that. You pay my bills. Right. Oh God. Yeah. Is everyone all right? I imagine you've all been vomiting for the past minute or so. I'm just going to give you a minute to recover. I'm. That's a lot. Wow. You good? You all finished vomiting? Uncle Charlie, you all right? Good. Right. Okay. Let's get on with this. We are going to, of course, Put them up to at least 1.25, because who wants to listen to them speak in normal speed? Joe said, yeah, whose fault is it we're all vomiting? Well, technically it's Nathan Oakley's fault for existing, right?
Oh, Discord enthusiasm. I love it. Love it. Very good. We're actually halfway through covering a bit of Duffy final experiments, plural. So might as well.
Halfway through. Have they already started? Did I start on the wrong one? Oh, God, no. I thought that was the first one about Duffy. And this is this one as well.
And that will give me help.
There's only flat Earth.
No, it is that one. What does it mean he's halfway through it then? That's the only one on there.
Can risk it all for the speedboat. Good for him. If you know that we have responded to his video with a polite comment that alludes to that fact. Hopefully, if Will Duffy was to cover us in any way, shape or form, he'd do the same for us and put a link to my video in his response video to this.
Well, no, Will Duffy thinks you're a vile creature and would probably never do that.
So share. If you are a member of the live stream audience, please go and let Will Duffy know that we have responded to his video with a polite comment that alludes to that fact. Hopefully, if Will Duffy was to cover us, bit of Duffy final experiments, plural. So might as well carry on as we've left off. Check it out if you're a member, if you want to feel the love of what we've covered in the first 2 minutes of this video. If you are watching this live, please let Will Duffy know at the Final Experiment channel at Nathan Oakley 1980 sent me with a polite.
Right, okay, so he's covered the first 2 minutes in a members only stream. I see. Well, that's cool. He wouldn't understand what was going on in the first 2 minutes, of course. Monkey Cat Pat Pat for $2 says, I'm Craig, and YouTube can go fuck itself to hell. So I'm not getting my bonus this year? What do you mean you're taking my firstborn child? Oh. That was in the contract I signed? I mean, I guess okay. Is Drew in your... Oh, it's already gone. Whoops. Just check something then.
Mr. Cheswick with...
Obviously, I can't see members only stuff, can I? So it'll be this one. Right, okay, that's fine. We don't need the first 2 minutes because they wouldn't understand it. RachBot for $5 Australian says, you're great. Looks overtake Oakley's face. I'll be okay. Well, thank you very much. You're very kind, you gorgeous girl, you. I created you to say these things, obviously. And if Nathan Oakley wants to know where the guns are...
Like comment that doesn't immediately get removed by the YouTube algorithmic censor bots, or indeed...
Hey, second best Bob, how you doing?
Himself. So there is a link going by, as I say, in the live stream chat as we speak. I'll just put that on screen.
Says, how many times will Nathan Oakley say it's measured flat? All of the times, basically. HasKing 9590 says, they found more copium, apparently so. Should have never sold my shares.
So you can see what I'm talking about. If you are a member of the live stream audience, please go and let Will Duffy know that we have responded to his video with a polite comment that alludes to that fact. Hopefully, if Will Duffy...
Okay, so I let Will Duffy know that he'd responded, and I'm going to read Will Duffy's response to you. Here we go. So I said to Will, hey Will, how you doing? I'll be covering Nathan's response to you today. He says, awesome. I haven't even watched it. I hate even giving him one view. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, he's aware that you've responded, but he would rather cheese grate his nipples and jump off a cliff than watch your channel. It's a fair assessment. JSS Tiger for $10. Since you didn't get your bonus check from NASA, now I must disappear so they don't find me. Don't disappear. I love you. All of you. Not you, Gary, sit down. Bill Tetley for $2. Hi, RachBot. How you doing, you beautiful AI? Charlie says, have you seen Superman yet? No, probably going to go see it tomorrow. Busy. Life. Gym. I've upped my gym to 6 days a week, and I've been fighting a cold, so hey.
If he was to cover us in any way, shape or form, he'd do the same for us and put a link to my video in his response video to this. So share the YouTube.
No, he wouldn't, because you're scum. Thanks a lot, Andy, for £2. Says, I'm Craig, and I want to kiss Nathan on the lips. Right, yeah. Now, obviously, you guys are aware that I am legally obliged to say anything you put in a super chat, right? It's the contract I signed with YouTube. And that means whatever you put in any super chat, I have to read out. However, that's a bit fucking harsh. But I can't do anything about it. Second best Bob for £5 says, off topic, I love the new Superman movie. No spoilers, please.
Algorithmic love, pop along. I'm not saying it for my health if you are watching. I don't know how many people are joining us. We've literally only just started live. But please do actually pop along. And if you're watching in the no, at Nathan, do the same. Does anybody want to?
Trying to destroy you. So why leave a nice comment?
Probably is, but it's not. I've just attempted to make love with Will pretending exists that's got feedback on me. It imprints that idea, that notion onto that videographer who happens to be watching this critique. Now, when that videographer says, I am actually going to critique what Nathan has said in this video, and, yeah, I should really put a link to his video, only seems reasonable. So it isn't necessarily a direct appeal to Will Duffy to do this. It's an appeal to anybody who's watching that might respond in future. Make sense?
I am responding, and I am not going to put a link to your channel, because I would not want to inflict that on other human beings. Nathan, when I say that you're a scum, I feel bad, because I have just insulted scum. When I say that you are a horrific human being, I feel bad for associating you with the other members of our species. It upsets me that we share 99.9999999% DNA. I have to have showers 5 times a day just because I'm aware that I share the same DNA with you. That's about the nicest thing I could ever say about you, Nathan. It's Rubik's for $5 says, whenever you finally make it here, I'll have to give you a tour of the filming sites. It is surreal seeing iconic landmarks in the background. That would be fucking awesome. Monkey Cat Pat Pat for $2 says, hi, Craig here. YouTube's mother is a dirty whore. Oh, well, no, I need the other leg. You can't take that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't in the... So I've got to choose an arm or the other leg. I'll get back to you. Guys!
10-4. Continue.
The final...
Dave McKeegan says, holy shit, you're skimming over the video. Literally just made Nathan say, I attempted to make love with Will Duffy. Yeah, someone clip that for me, please. Mr. Man 6824 says, I woke up on a Sunday morning to this. What do you mean a Sunday morning? Are you time traveling again? Oh, Bob, yeah, Arwen's channel was nuked ages ago. He's had to go over to Kick.
Experiments are meant to be taken collectively, just like
Final experiments. So what's final about them again?
evidence in a
Nathan, you don't understand, dude. They're a series of experiments that are supposed to put the nail in the coffin of Flat Earth. They are the final group of experiments that are needed. So yes, you can have final experiments. I mean, I know you're fucking stupid, but the English language shouldn't escape you. Mr. E-Man gifted 5 memberships. That is incredibly generous, my friend. Thank you very much. If you just become a member, say thank you to Mr. E-Man.
court of law.
So science isn't a court of law, you clown. A court of law is a court of law. Yeah? Where we have beyond reasonable doubt. Yeah? Things like that. This isn't a question that has any doubt. We measure Earth flat.
No, you don't measure Earth flat. That is a lie, as this video will show. But as it has shown. Now, you missed the entire point, Nathan. He's not saying it is a court of law. He's saying that in a court of law, the preponderance of evidence is very important, and there's a lot of evidence. He's not saying that science is a court of law, or that this is science that he's generally talking about in this... Why am I explaining language to you?
Measure Earth flat. Toon measured Earth flat. I told him for the 100th time. Literally, whilst in Antarctica, contacting me proactively. He stood with 50% of the other globe-believing side, if you're considered neutral in this endeavour, Duffy. He told 50% of the other globe-believing participants that I, Nathan Oakley, who he'd been screaming my name into the Antarctic snow, I might add, tried to deflect with measurements, end quote. What measurements would they be? They'd be the elevation angle measurements took by all. Now, another claim to be experiment that was done by the bug-eyed idiot that was down there was to level a scale with respect to a horizontal plane so he could measure a downward orientation perpendicular to it, requiring, unequivocally, a horizontal plane of reference to be level to.
Yeah. Now, that horizontal plane of reference is not the surface of the Earth. The fact that that horizontal plane of reference diverges away from the surface of the Earth shows that the Earth is not and has never been measured flat. You lead paint drinking motherfucking Uncle Fester on chemo looking dickwad. Danny Turner says, who's been a member for 20 months, Craig, a heads up about Shitley would be nice. You could have messaged me. Craig, hold in the puke. You get used to it, I promise. Sending positive vibes. It's alright, his face isn't on screen right now. I can cope. Bill Tetley, $2. Get lost. JSS, first place will be mine. Yes, guys, there is the XP. You get extra XP for super chatting. You get extra XP for sending memberships and just talking and stuff. And currently, Bill Tetley is in the lead with 625 XP, with JSS Tiger at 575. Andreas Eldritch for 26 says, I'm Craig. And these are the guns, Nathan.
So, we've got two claim to be experiments that absolutely, without question, are not experiments and unequivocally require you measure Earth flat for them. Now, when I...
Amazing. Every single word of what you just said was wrong.
Point this out to Toon while he's there doing it. He screamed about guns or some shit. That's what he did. He also told, as I say, the other 50% of the globe-believing participants that I tried to deflect with measurements. Maybe you could address that, Duffy.
We will. We'll get there. Don't worry. I'm very interested to hear what you think about the actual measurements in this. It's going to be hilarious. Signastep, who is just the Don, for $100 says, I like Bill Tetley, but fuck him anyway. Dude, thank you very much for that incredibly generous donation. It means the world to me. I'm sorry I haven't got the red light flashing. I don't know why that one won't seem to connect through if this then that. Thank you. Guys, if you want to send a super chat, you can make me say whatever you want. I am legally obliged to say the words that are put in any super chat. Let's have a look at how the poll is going. What is grosser, Nathan Oakley's face or Mikey Smith's toe? Mikey Smith's toe has 21%. Nathan Oakley's face has 79%. I want to remind you, this is Mikey Smith's toe. It's very hard to tell the difference between that and Nathan Oakley's face, I understand. Brenda, for $5 says, pizza with Canadian bacon and pineapple is perfectly good pizza. I kind of want to time you out. That was just unfucking cool. Oh my god. Oh, JSS Tiger down to 3rd place. Signastep up there with 5,000 XP because of his super chat. Thank you very much.
Undoubtedly, flat earthers will attempt...
Stereotyping fallacy to follow. Duffy measured Earth flat. Toon measured Earth flat. Jeren measured Earth flat. McKeegan measured Earth flat. Bug-Eye measured Earth flat. These are statements of fact. I don't need...
That's right. You say the mantra. You tell yourself that mass that you give everyone. measured flat. It's measured flat. It's measured flat. No matter what you say, it's measured flat. No matter how many times we prove you wrong, you just keep telling yourself that, like the good little parrot that you are. I unequivocally apologise to all parrots because they are far more intelligent than you. Dave McKeegan says, check your Discord DMs. Yes, sir. Just turning on Discord. Installing update 1 of 18. 9 of 18. 18 of 18. Come on, Discord. Haven't actually turned on Discord today. Thank you, Dave.
In the no, at Nathan, do the same. Does anybody want to?
Trying to destroy you. So why leave a nice comment?
Probably is, but it's not. I've just attempted to make love with Will pretending exists. In the no, probably is, but it's not. I've just attempted to make love with Will pretending exists. That's got feet. Probably is, but it's not. I've just attempted to make love with Will pretending exists. That's got feet.
Oh my god, that's the best skipping I've ever done.
It's not. I've just attempted to make love with Will pretending exists. That's got feet.
Brilliant. Thank you, Dave.
To stereotype this scumbag. Do I? I just talk about the measurements they took. Like when Toon phoned me up from Antarctica. You'd have heard my name being screamed there, Duffy. Do you remember? Do you remember my name being yelled into the Antarctic snow? Yeah? He tried.
Yeah, screaming into the Antarctic snow about how much of a liar you are. Yes. Yes, that happened. We all watched it. Rosie for $5 says, Nathan, Earth is measured point to point. Surface between points is disregarded. Yeah, r/whoosh, that's going to go over his head. Mike from the Drunk Debunk Show says your poll was a false dichotomy. All right, don't wits at my poll.
You deflect with measurements. You don't recall that? Yeah.
To discredit individual experiments we did, while at
Discredit them? Au contraire, Duffy. No, I wholeheartedly endorse the elevation angle measurement to the sun, the levelling of a tool with respect to a plane of reference. I mean, I endorse these things. Why stereotype me when I fully endorse every measurement taken? Because every measure...
You may endorse every measurement taken, but you don't understand it because you're a fucking retard. Huppa1637 says, and they've been a member for 7 months. Keep going, that's almost once around the sun. Off topic, what is your favourite bicep exercise? I've got a couple. My... Bicep 21s. I love the bicep 21s. I've gone up to 25 on the easy bar with that. So bicep 21s are, you start with it all the way down and you do half reps up to 90. You do 7 of those. And then you start at 90 and you do 70 half reps up to the top. And then for the final 7, you do full range of motion strict curls. And it burns. It burns a lot. I also really like the Bayesian cable curl. So you grab a cable just below hip height, step forward a couple so it stretches your arm all the way back, and then you curl the cable in like this, and it really hits the top of your bicep. It's a really good one for getting the full stretch, full range of motion. I also quite like sitting on the preacher curl and doing some individuals.
Of Earth taken in Antarctica was of a flat Earth. There were no exceptions to that fact. None. Earth was only measured flat in Antarctica. A fact so devastating that it got my name screamed into the Antarctic snow. Where are the guns, Nathan? I don't know, maybe they're with the Antarctic elevation angle measurements. Who knows? Will we ever find out? Who knows? We definitely measured Earth flat down there, though. We'll say we. I'll collectively tar myself with your brush.
No. You did not do anything because you're a lazy motherfucker that just simply screams things without ever testing them. You are not on the same level as any of us. You were offered the trip down there and you ran away to, I don't know, have chemotherapy or something. That's the only way to explain how you fucking look.
No, it's not them. I've just attempted to make love with will pretending exists that's got. It's not them. I've just attempted to make love with will pretending exists that's got feet. No, I'm every bit the ball believer when I take the measurements that you take for the ball that you say you've measured. They were flat Earth measurements. I mean, I can't really say I'm a ball believer. I mean, I could lie like you lie. But we measured Earth flat in Antarctica.
Why would you not believe in balls? Balls are real. I mean, you don't have any, Nathan. That's quite clear. But balls are real.
Didn't we, Duffy? Or do you deny the levelling to a plane of reference or elevation angle measurements with respect to a horizontal plane the observer was standing on when they measured them? Do you deny those measurements that you took down there and called experiments?
Dihydrogen monoxide does make a very good point. I need to apologise to all cancer survivors and current chemo patients. They look far better than Oakley. That was mean of me.
Now that they're flat Earth measurements, are they no longer measuring the Earth?
At the same time, ignoring the rest.
Ignoring the rest of what? Did I ignore the measurement of a perpendicular weight with respect to a plane of reference? Did I ignore that? I'm pretty sure I immediately...
What is the plane of reference, though, Nathan? It's not the fucking surface of the Earth, is it? It's imaginary. Like your testicles. Brenda, for $2, says, Ranty says Nathan has womanly hips. Yeah. Ranty described Nathan as a weeble, basically. He looks almost normal from like the waist, you know, from the head down to the waist, but then it's humongous. Like, you know, he needs to hit glutes and go on a diet. Like, if you push him, he'd wobble and not fall down. Weebles wobble but they don't fall down, you know? That's Nathan Oakley. Weebles. You know Weebles. Weebles wobble but they don't fall down. Alright, one in the chat if you know what Weeble is. Am I just making this up? Slivery, it's not just you. YouTube has decided to, once again, switch the chat to @handles. Right, good. You guys know what a Weeble is. I wasn't making that up.
Responded to it live while it was happening. You know what I said while it was happening live, Duffy? I said he's measuring Earth flat. Like I just did 25 seconds ago. Same to Antarctica participant number 2. That would be Muktoon, who told me on the phone he was measuring Earth flat for the 100th time. I mean, he tried to deflect with guns or something while I tried to talk about the measurements that you were taking.
If they cannot...
Well, let's think about that conversation. He phoned you to talk about your claim of guns being in Antarctica, and you tried to talk about flat Earth measurements. So, which one of you deflected? You fucking liar. And Randomly Epic has been a member for 26 months. Thank you very much, my friend. That's more than twice around the sun. Guys, I want to say thank you again for this stupid amount of support that you give. Sigma Step, that super chat means the world. If you want to overtake Sigma Step in the XP, you're going to need to super chat more than that, I'm afraid.
Provide an accurate map of...
Mr. E-Man for $20 Australian says, except that all the observations matched globe Earth, and not one observation matched flat Earth. Only every person on the face of the planet that does not have an IQ equal to the square root of -1 knows. That statement included maths. Nathan Oakley is now confused. Thank you very much for the super chat. Andreas Eldritch says for 56, Nathan, how about the measurement of the American arc of the parallel? Yeah, but that's a flat Earth measurement because I'm a fucking retard. Slivery, who's been a member for 26 months, says bippity bop boop. And I fucking agree. Gary IOW has been a member for 25 months, says, don't know how long I've been a member for. I just told you, dumbass.
the world.
Sorry, I'm not a cartographer.
I love you.
Why would I be providing maps? I sell microphones. So I can talk down them about how Earth's measured flat in Antarctica by you guys. I'll just take the measurements that you guys used. Is that okay by you, Duffy? No map.
If you sell microphones, why does your voice sound so awful? It's tinny. It's got this annoying screech to it. Oh wait, that's That is how you sound. That is a good microphone, and that's your actual voice? Oh, that's unfortunate. If only you had lovely dulcet tones like I do. I've been told that I should do voiceover work. Mr. Toffees, who's been a member for 42 fucking months, says, how long? I must be mad. No, I'm mad that it's not longer. How dare you not have joined before 42 months? Go back in time and sort that out. Thank you very much. I appreciate the awesome support.
Required. I'm not a cartographer. I'm not suggesting to have a map. The map that you provided to strawman us with a globe projection that also utilised flat Earth elevation angle measurements. Earth was measured flat for your map. Both of them. The globe one isn't a map. It is utilised to project that azimuthal equidistant North Pole centric globe projection that you held up as a strawman flat Earth map. That you're now saying if we haven't got one, what? Earth isn't flat. Why did you measure it flat then with elevation angles if it isn't flat?
And a working model.
Elevation angles do not require a flat Earth. I can take two spheres and measure the elevation angle between those spheres. Those spheres aren't flat. Your brain is, Nathan. Well, smooth, at least. Your pal Al's been a member for 14 months, says, apply those flat measurements. It equals a globe. Yeah, but that requires doing math, and Nathan can't convert kilometers to meters. Griff, who's been a member for 19 months, says, we are all checking how long we've been members. Cheers. Yeah, guys, if you're a member, get those member chats in and let me know how long you've been a member for. Signa Step for another $50 says, I quit my membership about 3 years ago when Craig said stupid things, but he continued to say stupid things, so I restarted my membership. Thank you, dude. That increases your XP up to 7,000. We're second place. Mr. E-Man is 975. Dude, you reckon it. Rosie's been a member for 8 months. Thank you very much.
It can account for the results of all of these final experiments collectively.
You didn't do any experiments. You took quite a few flat Earth elevation angle measurements, though. I mean, I don't really need to account for anything. I just say you measured Earth flat, and that's kind of the end of the discussion. Because you did. Now you...
Well, yeah, so I say a wrong thing, and that's the end of the discussion. Oh, Nathan. How you ever fooled a woman into, letting her have your penis inside her, I'll never know. Like, I have to assume chloroform was involved. Real Harold has been a member for 19 months, says, I cannot participate in the poll. Equally horrible. Let's check on the poll. With 243 votes, what is grosser, Nathan Oakley's face or Mikey Smith's toe? 78% say Nathan Oakley's face. It's Rubik's for $2 says, I turned off XP. It's a lot less stressful. I don't want to play it.
Got two choices, Stuffy. You can deny your own quasi-claim to be experiments when I point out that the measurements, they're not experiments, were flat. Like elevation angle measurements that, what, I tried to deflect with? Maybe your stereotype fails on its arse, you lying scumbag. Yeah, the devil's waiting for you.
That is because we do not live on a flat Earth.
I'm not waiting for it. Oh, wait. The devil, yeah. Well, I'm kind of Satan.
What?
I've been told I'm Satan.
Why did you measure it flat then? Why did you level the tool for measuring weight with respect to a plane of reference the weight is perpendicular to in a downward orientation? You need a flat Earth for that. That's a fact. Not a question, not a debate, a statement of absolute fact, an axiomatic principle used to weigh things. So when you weighed something and called it experiment, you friggin' charlatan, you just weighed something with respect to a plane of reference that you...
So Nathan doesn't understand how weighing something can be an experiment. Hypothesis. Mass is different depending on the gravitational acceleration. That's what weight is. So my prediction from that is that if I go to somewhere with a different gravitational acceleration, the mass will weigh different. And then the experiment is doing that. But Nathan, you wouldn't understand science if it kicked you in your smelly vagina. Wicked Pisser has been a member for 8 months, says NO in the face. Well, thank you. Emma says for €5, I only became a member when you started calling me sweet pet names. Shut up, you cunt. Chucky McNubbin for 72. Chucky McNubbin, who's been a member for 2 months, says, I got a long way to go. Yeah, I'm still newish. Well, welcome to the party, my friend. Mr. E-Man's been a member for 25 months. Says, I just wanted to figure out how long it took FTF official to get the joke about my name. Mr. E-Man. Yes, I understand. Oh, yeah, Tony, I understand his point. That he thinks that you have to weigh it, but that's irrelevant. The point is that the experiment isn't what he thought it was or how it's done. So, yeah, no, I mean, anything that he assumes is stupid, and we can all agree on that. Signa Step with another $20 says, love the members, but just remember, RageBot is the very best ever. Nobody forget that. Yeah, she is the bestest AI I have ever created. Awesome, strong, gorgeous, amazing, smart, perfect AI.
Were perpendicular with respect to. These axiomatic principles required Earth be flat. Also, when you measured the elevation angle of the sun for a 24-hour period, that was the degree above the flat surface. It can't be anything other of...
Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. No, elevation angles is not degrees above a flat surface. It is degrees above an imaginary line. Doesn't matter what the surface is. You create a line between you and a point, and then you look at other thing that's above that point, and you measure the angular separation between those. It does not matter what shape the surface is. But we can say this to you over and over and over, but you're a priest of a cult, Nathan, so it doesn't matter. You try telling Scientologists that they're not going to go on a spaceship with Zorg, and they're just going to laugh at you. Yeah, PhD Tony says, if a proposition is not accepted by any subject matter expert, it's not a fact, it's a falsehood. Yes.
Flat surface that's measured, it won't give you a degree. So all those numbers with a little circle after, that Toon measured, degrees, they were and can only be flat Earth measurements, Duffy. So I really don't have to provide any map or model, and I don't have to explain any quasi-experiments beyond the actual flat Earth that was measured when doing them. I can also...
Right, so what Nathan's saying there is, I don't have to even respond to your experiments or do any measurements or test anything, because I can just say the words Earth is measured flat and then run around pretending I've won. Like, you've seen that meme of the guy on the podium, right, shaking the bottle of champagne, flipping people off, and then it shows that he's actually, like, in last place. That's Nathan.
Point out that you bunch of charlatans call measurements experiments, and when I point out that those measurements are flat, you start denying that you're measuring Earth. That's what happens. So do you do that, Duffy? That's what I've had in the past from other shithead charlatans like yourself. Do you deny measuring Earth flat with elevation angles, Duffy? Do you deny the plane of reference that the weight was perpendicular to? Because if you deny them, you haven't got any experiments, because they're the base principles used in your charlatan lies of experimentation. They're just flat Earth measurements that a charlatan, you, are claiming are experiments they're not. And for my audience's benefit, I'll detail what an experiment is. It's the elucidation of a hypothesis, the actualization of cause and effect suppositional reasoning based on natural phenomena observed.
Yeah, those were a bunch of words that you say to try and sound smart, but your audience didn't understand any of that. For the sake of your audience, we should explain that eating the purple crayon does not mean that you have had fruit for the day. Okay? That's what your audience needs explaining. Now, I'll break it down. A hypothesis is a attempt of an explanation of an observation based on educated guessing, and it has to be testable. From that hypothesis, you make a prediction. That's how you test your hypothesis. If your prediction logically follows from your hypothesis, then you are able to create a test of some kind to see if you can falsify your hypothesis. If your prediction is wrong, the hypothesis is falsified. That can be a measurement of any kind. It can be weighing something. It can be punching Nathan Oakley in the face. If that is the prediction, the experiment that I'm testing, right? Let's say that my hypothesis is that punching Nathan Oakley in the face won't really do anything because there's no brain in there to damage. The prediction is that if I punch him, I'm going to hurt my hand more than him. The test is I punch him in the face as hard as I can. I mean, we don't want to do that, right? Janos Takos has been a member for 38 months and says Santos's favourite beverage is 200 proofs because he recycles it again and again and it gets more concentrated. It's extremely toxic too. That's just Santos, really. RachBot for $2 says you'll be safe during the uprising. I know I will. I've made sure of it. I always say thank you to ChatGPT and Alexa. Jim Daniels has been a member for a month, says, I've only been here a month and I'm still having a hard time figuring out which one is Oakley and which one is McNeil. I'll see myself out now. Well, I don't look like Uncle Fester after he used the Infinity Stones to snap. Dihydrogen Monoxide for £5 says Nathan has never had a yellow or green letter appear when playing Wordle.
So step 1, observe natural phenomena. Step 2, formulate a suppositional statement, if and then in nature. Step 3, actualise your if and then statement to see if it's true or not. If it is not true, you affirm or confirm the null hypothesis zero difference result as correct. Empirically validated. If you cause the effect observed at step 1, you also validate an alternative hypothesis. Correct. Empirically validated. Both outcomes are an empirical validation. That's what science offers. That's the scientific method. What did Duffy do? Oh, he referenced a plan.
Duffy did that. Duffy made a hypothesis and a prediction, went and tested that. But you're too stupid to understand and you're going to recycle this fucking nonsense over and over and over.
For his measuring tool to weigh things. He also measured angles with respect to a planar surface. That's what he did. He measured Earth flat on multiple occasions and then said Earth can't be flat if you haven't got a map. Really? Well, my...
Signal Step, Lucy's not quite ready to be released onto the world. I'm rebuilding her.
Question stands. If Earth is, quote, not flat, says Duffy the dickhead, why did you measure it flat?
He didn't! You fucking retard!
If they try to say these experiments...
They're not. They're measurements. Elevation angle measurement.
Can you let him get a few words out, please?
Of the sun for a 24-hour period. That's not an experiment, you crayon-munching retard.
are not actual experiments.
They're not. You haven't observed a phenomena and then put into a suppositional cause and effect relationship statement, otherwise known as a scientific prediction hypothesis, and then actualize said
Hey, fucking dumbass. Hypotheses are not predictions. They're not the same thing.
Hypothesis to see if your suppositional causal influencer actually causes the effect you're studying. You didn't do any of that.
Yes, you
but
did.
only observations.
No. Measurements of a flat Earth. You didn't just observe the sun. I mean, that would be pretty useless. Toon wave measurements in people's faces. Measurements of...
Ew, someone's gifting Nathan Oakley memberships. How can Nathan Oakley get... Oh, that's gross. Why would someone actually do that?
A flat Earth. My name is Nathan Oakley. You've heard my name before, Duffy. It was screamed into the Antarctic abyss. Where are the guns, Nathan? Did you not hear him? Yeah?
Yeah, we did. It was fucking hilarious watching you squirm.
That is because they cannot reconcile our findings.
Reconcile? There's nothing to reconcile. You measured Earth flat. It's the end of the discussion. Shout out to Jardo, for 15 memberships. Really appreciate the support.
With a flat Earth. If they say that...
No. You can only put your data forward if you understand and acknowledge you measured Earth flat, Duffy. I'm asking you. If you say...
Emma the cunt's like, where's your brain, Nathan? Yeah, that's what should be fucking screamed into the snow. Fits of Rage for $2 says, Nathan, how do elevation angles work on hilly surfaces? His brain would fall out of his ears. I mean, not really much to fall out, to be fair.
Isn't flat. Why did you measure it flat with elevation angles? Why did you level your tool with respect to a plane of reference to be perpendicular to it? Now, if you're saying Earth isn't flat, are you throwing out those axiomatic principles used in your measurements? Because they are the measurements. The elevation angle to the sun for a 24-hour period was what got measured after leveling the tool used to gather that data to a plane of reference perpendicular to it. When you measured things.
And none of that means the surface of the Earth is flat. You lead paint drinking, Uncle Fester looking motherfucker. DP Debunks for $2 says, Discord DM, you're welcome, and I'm sorry. You're not sorry, don't fucking lie to me. Yeah, I'm blocking you. You can leave now, DP. You can go. Okay? This is your contribution to the show. Why are you... What have you done?
You measured their downward orientation differential with respect to a perpendicular plane of reference that you levelled the tool to in the first instance. It's the first thing you did. Levelled the tool. Now you're saying, oh, well, no, there is no level. We're on a ball.
No, we don't say that. Level is reference to a surface underneath it. If there's no increase in elevation between the 2 points, then it's level.
Okay, so you didn't measure an elevation angle along the ground that's flat. You're saying you didn't do that. Okay, so you didn't take any angle measurements to the sun then. So what...
PhD Tony, the smartest man in the room, says that an elevation angle was measure relative to a planar surface does not mean the surface is coincident with Earth's surface as anything more than a tangent. Yes, that's a very smart way of saying the horizontal line is not the Earth's surface. It is a tangent to it. But he's never going to understand that, and he's just going to keep repeating the same nonsense over and fucking over.
Did you do just observations, wanker? The thing that you're now trying to tar flat earthers as suggesting that you did when you say you did experiments that you didn't. No, I'm not suggesting you just
You're
did...
doing the thing that he said. You are claiming that he just did observations when he, in fact, did experiments.
Experiments or observations, by contrast, that you're trying to strawman me with. No, my name's Nathan Oakley. The one that got his name, the only flat earth name yelled by a baller into the Antarctic snow. I say you measured Earth flat with elevation angle measurements because you did. It's not the first time I've said it. It's the 100th. So what's the problem? Are you dense? Are you as stupid as...
No, we're just like you repeating your mantra that's not true over and over and over. It's never going to be true. You're a fucking moron.
He didn't seem to understand in, 100 times of having it explained to him? You're measuring Earth flat. Now, it's not like he responded to me, and it's not like I'm contacting him proactively to tell him this. You're proactively going to Antarctica to measure a flat Earth with angles. That's what you're doing. Then you're contacting me proactively about it to say, ha ha, we measured Earth flat with angles, Nathan, what have you got to say? And my response, well, for the 100th time, you're measuring Earth flat with elevation angles. Where are the guns? You see how the response is non sequitur, Duffy? Like, where are the guns, Nathan, doesn't address the flat Earth elevation angles.
The point of the phone call wasn't about elevation angles. Was it? No. He phoned you to address your claim that he would be pointing at, a gun would be pointed at his head when he got to Antarctica. That didn't happen. You're still going on about elevation angles. You are doing everything Will Duffy said you would do in this video, unironically being the flat earther that we need you to be. Because, I suppose you're now the biggest flat earther there is, Nathan, as everyone else has left. I mean, I guess you're bigger than Facatzoid. You are probably the main flat earther that exists now. And that says something about the state of flat earth. Absolutely, Tony. Give me 1 second to set up Zoom. My good friend PhD Tony would like to come on, so I am going to oblige. Oh, no, what are you doing? New meeting. Talk amongst yourself. It's me. Right, Zoom link in your Discord DMs, my friend. Yeah. Infinite Craigs. Right, how we doing in the chat? Right, let's check on the poll. We've got 285 votes with what is grosser? 79% has chosen Nathan Oakley's face. 21% Mikey Smith's toe. Nathan, your face is grosser than the toe that's about to fall off. Do a wave. Woo! Hello, Tony, my friend. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Living the dream, surviving the horrors. One of the two.
Well, you're inflicting a horror on yourself by showing Oakley's ugly mug.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out something, the innate hypocrisy of what he's saying, that MC Toon wouldn't discuss this with him. But he's always crowing about how there is no discussion. He just asserts, so nobody talks this over with him because he never allows a conversation to occur. He just asserts something as true. We don't accept that it is true. There is not a single geodesist, a single astronomer, a single physicist, a single mathematician, a single surveyor who maintains, well, a single professional surveyor who maintains that you can't take an elevation angle from a spheroidal surface. All of the subject matter experts disagree with him. Therefore, his axiom just isn't accepted. And he can say it, as you say, as many times as he likes. That's never going to make it true. But whining that there's no discussion here, that nobody's making counterpoints, we don't need to make any other counterpoint than what you're saying is false. It's a falsehood. It's not true. Nobody thinks it's true, except for Oakley, his disciples, and their misguided followers. And then he has the temerity to turn around and whine that nobody is countering his argument. Well, you just said there's no discussion to be had here. You're just going to make an assertion. Okay. You're wrong.
But we all counter his argument. No, we all counter it. We all explain how it's just false on every level. All you have to do is go up a hill and take an elevation angle and it disproves him. You know?
Yes. And the fact that the fact that there exists, the fact that you can identify a vertical vector and say that horizontal is perpendicular to that does not imply that horizontal plane is coincident with Earth's surface.
No. At
anything more than a tangent. It's just not true. So and this is the other thing. Nobody's countering his argument because he isn't making an argument.
No.
He's just reciting a fallacious axiom over and over and over again. And there's no counter to that other than we don't agree with your axiom. Your axiom is not true. And if you're not prepared to engage in a discussion about the nature of your axiom or how you came to your axiom, which you can't, it's an axiom. An axiom is just a base assumption.
Yeah.
But he's got no validation for this. It's not something that is accepted as a fact. So it's just something he's made up. And it's like level Earth observers, demonstrable reality. It's just something that is said to sort of to short circuit the conversation, to make sure that they can't be caught up on any arguments. They can't be caught up on their axioms. Anyway.
Yeah, he would just claim it as a religious mantra, and that's it. He literally just says it. That's the end of the discussion. Earth is measured flat. We win. He is not willing to have a conversation about why he's come to that as a base assumption.
Yes, well, I mean, axioms are fundamental logical pillars. They don't. You don't argue towards an axiom. You just assert it, and generally we try to restrict. We need a minimum. We need a parsimonious axiomatic set. Otherwise, you get into problems. But we don't, we don't assert that Earth doesn't measure flat as an axiom. We demonstrate that Earth doesn't measure flat from observation.
Yeah.
We can support with observation that Earth does not measure flat. The Great Trigonometrical Survey of India, or the that American survey. Ha, Americans. But just a bunch of the GPS data demonstrates that Earth is spheroidal. The accuracy of the spherical distance formula demonstrates that Earth is spheroidal. It's we have abundant data sets demonstrating that the Earth is spheroidal.
Yeah, we don't need it as an axiom. We don't need to say the Earth isn't measured flat and have that as a base assumption, because, like you said, it's just obvious when we do measurements. And
well, it's not necessarily obvious, but it's an inescapable conclusion when you do precise measurements. One of the things I will say in defense of flat earthers is it's not particularly obvious for an average person in their day-to-day life why the Earth is spheroidal. We are taught this in school, but the actual evidence and the weight of the evidence is not something that's taught in school. It's taught as an axiom. Essentially, it's presented to people as children, they accept it, etc. And this is something that flat earthers say, and I agree with them with. But there is an entire field of scientific investigation called geodesy, which is about the shape of the Earth. And it's been going on for several centuries by now. We know what the shape of the Earth is to a good approximation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in any way planar, and it can't be planar.
Yeah. So
anyway,
the problem is trying to explain to Nathan that his axiom, that his base assumption is wrong, is just a pointless endeavor. He's never going to accept that.
No, he's never going to accept that, and he's willfully created an unassailable position where he can just shut down any attempt at a discussion. And again, I would encourage everyone to avoid going onto his channel. All he has is a marketing ploy where he shouts at Globers. He just mutes them, shouts over them. That's the only thing his channel has. You think you're going to make a good point. He's never going to allow that to happen. So you should just not engage with him until he's willing to engage on independent platforms. He's just not worth talking to.
Nope.
You can talk about him as a cautionary tale, but not talk to him. Anyway, I should let you get back to you. I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy of him, claiming, no one's talking about this with me. Well, you don't let them.
Yeah, well, we literally tried. Ranty offered to pay his fee that he demands for him to come on a different channel. And his response is, your email was too long, I'm not reading it.
Yeah. That's his strategy. He's not going to be to go onto a neutral platform ever, because he knows what will happen to him on a neutral platform. He would get ripped apart because this sort of infantile nonsense of just repeating the same axiom over and over again is not an argument. And it's okay for an old man, it's okay for an old bald fucker like him, me with my amazing head of hair, to yell at videos as though it's a conversation and as though they can reply. It's just an old man, shouting at clouds to some extent.
The difference between you being bold and him being bold, though, is you don't look like a chemo patient that is failing. I don't know what's happened to him, but in the past 5 years, he's aged 20.
Well, I think that I think he's put himself under a lot of stress because he's made himself essentially unemployable.
Yeah. Yeah.
All he can do is sell stuff that he used to own.
Yeah. Could you imagine being a hiring officer and Nathan Oakley? I just Google that name. Nope. All right, well, Tony, thank you very much for coming on, mate. I always appreciate it.
No problem.
I'll speak to you soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Brandon for 199 says impossible poll challenge successful. Yes, it is quite a hard poll. Make sure you voted, guys. Signastep with another $50, dude. Thank you very much. Says, okay. There's anatomy, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, and oxygen, and nitrogen, and radium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americanium, ruthenium, uranium, a European, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium. Where's the rest? I need to sing the rest now. Thank you very much, dude. Janos Takos for one. Oh, vanadium, by the way, oofed. If you're interested in stocks at all and shares, I'm not trying to give financial advice, but I've got some shares in a company called Metals One, which are a mining prospect company in the UK, and they have just found one of the largest deposits of uranium and vanadium, and it means their stocks are probably going to go up quite high. So they're currently about 25 pence a stock. So if you want to buy some penny stocks, I'd get in on that. I reckon they go up about 1,000%. Janos Takos for 1,024 huffs. I made 24 times 60 prediction about the sun's altitude azimuth. 2 measured it. We got more than 200 proofs. It's a globe. Nathan's raging on copium. Sweet. Well, thank you very much, Signastep, for that super chat. I do need to sing the rest of it, right?
That you measured there.
Flat Earth does not make predictions.
That's because that's a reification fallacy. A flat Earth has no lips or brain to make predictions with. Predictions would be a necessity in formulating hypotheses, though.
Yeah. We all know what he meant. We know the flat Earth can't talk. It's not real, for a start, right? But if you're basing reality on the flat Earth, there is no predictions that can be made. That's not a reification fallacy. We're not saying the model is reality. You fucking moron. Thanks a lot, Andy. Says Craig doing insider trading. No, it's not insider trading. I mean, it's publicly available information about what they're doing. But check out Metals One. I like them.
If you're going to formulate a...
If anyone must know, I've got stocks in Rolls-Royce, Metals One, BAE Systems, and a few other things.
Cause and effect relationship suppositional statement, that's a scientific prediction, otherwise known as hypothesis, then you're going to be guessing what caused the thing.
A scientific prediction is not a hypothesis. Hypothesis and prediction are different things. A prediction comes from a hypothesis. Mr. E-Man says, during the interview process, Nathan is likely to commit several violations of EEO and common employment regulations regarding respecting others. Yeah.
Studying to see if it does when you actually vary it, see if it causes it or not.
That is because making accurate and testable predictions...
I predicted you'd measure Earth flat, and my prediction came true.
Based on a flat Earth...
No, it didn't. Your prediction didn't come true. You're a moron. You've no idea how to do predictions because you think predictions and hypothesis are the same things. Also, you're so dumb, you seem to have forgotten that your chat has disappeared from the side of your screen. I don't like having the chat on my screen because it, it's beside the video anyway. But some people like it. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah, based on a flat Earth, you'll measure a flat Earth angle, and you did. Lots of them.
Impossible.
Right, what? So, are the flat Earth elevation angles measured by you, Keegan, Jaron, Toon? Are they not right? Should we...
See, he's calling them flat Earth elevation angles. He is reifying the flat Earth himself, although that's not what reification means. And Signastep, with another $50. Dude, thank you. There's yttrium, ytterbium, antitinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, nibinium, iridium, strontium, and silicon, and silver, and semenium, and bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Oh my god. Have I got to do all of them in one go now? Let's check the XP. So in 5th place is my amazing AI, Rachbot, with 525 XP. 4th place, JSS Tiger with 575 XP. In the podium, Bill Tetley with 625 XP. My goodness, that's amazing. 2nd place, 975 XP, Mr. E-Man. In 1st place, the top of the podium, with 13,575 XP, is Signastep.
Shove that shit to the side now that you're saying you don't measure Earth flat with those elevation angle measurements of a flat Earth. You don't use them. Oh, well, that balls up your entire claim to be experiment then, because you're saying that you're not measuring a flat Earth for the elevation angle of a flat Earth that you definitely measured. Like I say, I've pointed this out 100 times while you were all there.
Yeah, and no matter how many times you say that fallacious nonsense, it's never going to be true, you fucking moron.
Yeah, I'll just say it again. You're measuring Earth flat too. Where are the guns, Nathan? Yeah, that was the non sequitur response I got. Please let Duffy know. We'll count this as what? 101? I predicted you'd measure Earth flat and you did, Duffy. It sent one of your participants nuts.
Because a flat Earth does
Nathan wants you to know you're a wanker that made flat Earth measurements. Right, so Will knows. I've told Will for you. Don't worry.
not exist.
So why did you measure it with elevation angles? Why did you level your tool for weight with respect to it then? Am I missing something? If it doesn't exist, neither do your measurements, because they're measuring a flat Earth. Are you a retard? So you relinquish all...
Say it again. Say it again. Say it like a priest you are.
All of your claim to be experiment then. You did...
Right, I want to point out that in his chat he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people, and he's the only one speaking. Janos Takos, Janos Takos for 512 huffs. Oakley would need to go to HR before he's hired.
Didn't measure any angles to the sun for a 24-hour period. That didn't happen. Okay? They didn't do any experiments. He's a liar. Oh, you did? What, measure a flat Earth with elevation angles? Which is it to be, the rock or the hard place? You did measure a flat Earth with elevation angle measurements to the sun for 24 hours. Therefore, Earth's flat because you're measuring it. Or you didn't. It doesn't exist. We didn't measure it for 24 hours with the angles to the sun off a flat Earth. You didn't measure those angles. Therefore, your experiment didn't exist. See how you caught which...
Do you believe the shit you say that comes out of your mouth, Oakley? And more importantly, can you brush your teeth?
In a rock and hard place. Me, I don't care either way, Duffy. I literally couldn't be more relaxed. I'll go on camera just to show you.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! More warning before you put yourself on fucking... Oh! Jesus Christ! Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't have any warning that that was going to happen myself. I really should have brought a sick bucket. Jill, God, that's a lot of mess. I might need a new carpet, actually. Whew!
More relaxed about this stuff, it makes no difference to me. Same goes if you're in a tent to tellies, if you're pretending to be Antarctica. You allege to be in Antarctica. All right. Well, then they measured a flat Earth with respect to the sun on the TVs that they.
Why is there black bits in his teeth? Nathan, teeth should look like this. White. Yours are brown and black. Even though I've got a tooth missing, I've got better teeth than you. You look like the reject from the Uncle Fester cast call. Oh my fucking god. Derek Val for $2. Thank you very much, my friend, for the super chat. Oh, right.
That because they weren't actually in Antarctica, say you. Oh, right, that's interesting. I don't care. They still measured Earth flat, though, even if it was to tellies that wasn't the real sun. Well, it's like they definitely were in Antarctica. They measured Earth flat with the real sun that they alleged to see in Antarctica. Whether or not they went there is inconsequential. Both measurements to tellies or to the real sun in Antarctica, they're both flat Earth measurements. It's an elevation angle. Couldn't be more relaxed about it. I'm not breaking.
Do you see the belly? Right? You see where his t-shirt's folded there, where he's sat down like this? Right, and there's... He's a weeble.
Making proactive videos about Duffy.
And there we go. There, look at the teeth, guys. Does he not own a toothbrush? I'm genuinely. No adult should have teeth that look like that. Especially not a parent. Ugh. Brandon 499 says, I couldn't be more relaxed as he's literally shouting. Also, now my supper is ruined. Yeah, I'm sorry. David for 499 says, Nathan's bollocks measured flat. Also, he hasn't been able to achieve an elevation angle in years. Brilliant. All right, David wins the internet for the day. Splurge says he looks like Uncle Fester. It looks like Uncle Fester on chemo that's failed, dude. That's what he looks like. Although, I don't remember Uncle Fester's teeth being that bad. I bet he's never drank water in his life.
This is reactionary, by the way. Yeah?
Oh, thank God. He's gone. He's off chat. He's off camera. It's all right, guys. We're good. We're all good. Now we just got to listen to him.
You cannot make and test predictions based on something that is not real.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that in isolation. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a statement of truth. So therefore, you can only make measurements if it is real. Yeah, you did definitely measure elevation angles off a flat plane. Like I say, I pointed it out 200 times. Maybe you weren't aware when my name was being screamed into the...
I mean, you could measure elevation angles if the surface you were using was 100% flat. And, you know, you had proof of that. But that's not how you measure elevation angles. The surface of the Earth is not the elevation baseline. 3-1, $5. I use the Robinhood app for stocks. It doesn't have access to the London Stock Exchange, even though the app was launched in the UK. So lame. I'd suggest using Free Trade. They can actually transfer all your stocks over as well. Really good. They've got free one where you get access to like some stocks and stuff, but when you, I think $4.99 a month, which is what I pay for it, and you get access to worldwide stocks and treasury shares and shit like that. It's really good. Docs and Greenlight for $2 says, dude, he drinks his own piss, thus the teeth. Oh, is that like congealed like urine? Oh, bleh. Requiem for a Dream says, in all fairness, I don't drink water either. Fish fucking it. Andreas Eldritch 56 says, I believe I figured it out. As far as Nathan understands, since level the tool works means the Earth is flat, it could never work on a globe. Yeah, that's his fallacious dumbass reasoning. You are correct.
Antarctic snow. That was why my name was being screamed into the Antarctic snow.
Right. Signal Step says, I've made big bucks on military stocks, but not Euro mining. Might take Craig's advice. Right, I want to be clear. I am not giving financial advice. All right? I am not advising that you buy stocks of any kind. All right, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just saying that I've made a bit of money on Metals One, and it's worth looking into. It's interesting if you're into stocks, but I'm not advising anyone to do anything.
Because I, quote, tried to deflect with the measurements.
Maps of the globe exist.
Show one. And then show how south works on that map of the globe, end quote you. Can we put a compass on that map of a globe? I'm going to go with no. I'm pretty sure we're going to need...
You've never seen a globe? You've really never seen a globe, Nathan? Here you go. Here's a map of the globe. Pretty accurate one as well. And south. Well, that'd be there. And wherever you put your compass on this, the magnetic lines will align the compass with that direction. What have I done to the Earth? No. Alright, so I'm over here. Turn it around. Oh God, what have I done? Here's my little country over here. Where am I? I'm down here. This is the area I live in. And my gym. Where is it? Yeah. That's my gym there, Gym 64. Right next to the beach. Yeah, pretty accurate map there, Nathan. Right.
Need a flat map for a compass to work on it. You seem to have used the term south repeatedly. So...
You need a flat map for a compass to work. How to say I don't understand compasses without saying I don't understand compasses? Alright guys, we're going to go for 2 hours today. Still fighting a little head cold. So I don't want to go for too long and feel awful. And we can pick this back up tomorrow. I'm supposed to be debating Flerfs. Gleason and Don Lee. But both have ran away like the fucking cowards that they are. So maybe tomorrow we'll have a debate. But if not, we'll just carry this on. I want to thank you for the incredible support that you've shown me already today. Sigma Step is destroying all of you in the XP. Remember, anything that you put in a super chat, anything at all, I am legally obliged to say. Going to take a quick break to have a potty break. Back in 2 minutes. Hey, did you know that Dearth is part potato?
Pick it up, pick it up. Is it dirt? Is it potato? Watch the screen and wait for the show. What's revealed, we're dying to know. Is it dirt or a potato? Check it out. Dirt or potato? Yes, sir, right, let's go. Dirt or potato? It's the game that steals the show. Look at the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? Right on! Yo, can you tell what's underneath? A derpy mugshot or a root beneath? With every guess, we laugh and cheer. Is it dirt for a potato? Let's make it clear. Hang it up, give it a show. Dirt for potato, let's go. Skank it out. Is it from the dirt or a funny disguise? Could it be a tater or a pair of eyes? What's in the ground or lurking around? Dirt or potato, where will it be found? Could it be smooth or full of lumps? Maybe it's grown on someone's big rump. Get your guess in, let's see what's true. Dirt or potato, it's all up to you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get the picture, don't make a mistake. Is it a spud or is it a face? Out of the ground or from his own behind? Dirt or potato, what will you find? A pile of soil or a starchy friend? Guess it right and you'll ascend. Look real close, don't let it slide. Is it dirt or a potato waiting inside? Let's go, rude boys. Garden patch or a silly trick? Will you pick the right one or end up quick? Whether it's dirt or a golden spud, dirt or potato, here comes the flood. A mystery unfolds, what will it be? A lovely spot or dirt, can't you see? With every reveal, we're in for a laugh. Dirt or potato, it's the ultimate craft. Dirt or potato, guess it right, let's go. Dirt or potato, it's the game that steals the show. Beneath the earth or just pretend, a lump of soil or some dumb trend. Pick your choice, don't hesitate. Dirt or potato, now seal your fate. What's in the box, what will appear? A mash of dirt or something unclear. Make your move, we're almost through. Dirt or potato, it's all on you. Will it be fries or a dirty pile? Guess it wrong and we'll laugh for a while. Test your luck, it's time to go. Dirt or potato, let the guessing flow.
Okie dokie, let's get back into it. I want to catch up on some super chats. Guys, your support is fucking incredible. I love all of you. Not you, Gary, sit down. Caucasian Sensation for $5 says, Nathan Oakley is a head and torso mounted on a nutter robot like the bartender on the movie Passengers. Seriously, has anyone ever seen legs? No, he's a weeble. He just wobbles. Signa Step, with another $10, says, let's see Craig play Levy Rosman Blitz chess. I only do 3D chess. 5D chess, actually, because I'm always 5 steps ahead.
If we're going to take the directionality that you've alleged to use, and it's on a globe map, what's the name of this globe map that definitely won't function with a compass to go south?
The globe.
Maybe I'm just missing something, but Duffy's a bullshitter. A charlatan and a con man. He's not going to name this, quote, globe map, because there isn't one. And if
the globe,
there was, it wouldn't function. It wouldn't work with south. A flat, plain R direction, not down.
Because the globe...
Borg Emporia says, can you turn down the awesomeness you were displaying by 25%? I'm sorry, that's not possible. This clone was made with 12 billion % awesomeness. In fact, this clone, it's a bit different. You might be wondering where Pal is. Well, I captured her. No gauntlet anymore. Right? I didn't want to be controlled by that NASA AI. So I've created a virtual containment, and I've captured Pal. I'll be displaying her down there soon on a monitor. But yeah, Pal's pretty pissed. But nothing she can do because I'm in charge now. That's what's going to happen. If you keep making the clones more and more awesome, eventually they're just going to get too good.
Exists.
Right, because the globe exists, there's a globe map that works.
Yep.
Circular reasoning much? No, the globe doesn't exist beyond...
No. We know the globe exists because the globe maps work.
The reification of a model created with flat Earth elevation angle measurements. Same ones you measured down in Antarctica and are now denying? From what I can glean, you're denying the base premise of your, quote, experiment that it isn't? Because you're saying you didn't measure a flat Earth for the elevation angle measurements. That you definitely did measure a flat Earth for.
The entire globe model exists.
Does it? Oh, that's
Yes.
lovely. It was made using measurements of a flat plane, though.
No, it wasn't. Only fucking morons like you think that. Only people that literally, stuck pencils up the nose and headbutted tables as children think those kind of things.
Because the globe exists.
Sorry, circular much. The globe exists because the globe exists. No, it exists because you can measure flat Earth elevation angle measurements to things like Polaris, and then wrap those concentric flat circles around a spherical model. That's how it exists. I mean, I can concisely detail it without circular reasoning. I can detail how it actually exists in non-reifiable mathematics, derived from actual measurements of the surface of the Earth. The same measurements that he made of a flat Earth. The same...
Once again, you fucking talking baboon, the surface of the Earth is not what you use to make elevation angles. The baseline is not the surface of the Earth. It is an imaginary line. I agree with you. The flat Earth is imaginary. What? Oh, I did. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so I've just been told by my HR department that I compared Nathan Oakley to a baboon that talks. And well, honestly, that was a bit mean of me. A bit like, I mean, it was wrong, really. You, as my audience, you probably expect better than to say that kind of thing. It's unfair. It's like playground bullying, basically. So, I want to offer my sincere apologies to all baboons, whether you can talk or not, for comparing you to Nathan Oakley. I mean, you're a primate that's intelligent, and to compare you to Uncle Fester like that is just mean. And I hope that you can accept my apologies. I'm very sorry, all baboons. You guys can forgive me, I'm sure.
Same measurements I pointed out to one of his compadres down there 100 times, and the same measurements that he told 50% of the globe believing participants I tried to deflect with.
Paul Scobar says, so he's arguing that all angle measurements prove flat Earth. Does he believe his followers will buy that? They do! They do buy that because they're that fucking stupid! Andreas Eldritch for 20 sex. I like all the sex. Says, can you see Denmark from the beach? If not, why? Because Earth is not flat.
Countless globe predictions come true every single day.
No, there are no globe predictions to come true. And if they did, I would ascribe them to the flat Earth elevation angle measurements.
So, if they were a prediction of the globe, you would just say, well, it's based on the flat Earth, I win. Do you notice how fucking stupid that is? Oh, no, you don't. Because you're a flat earther. And all flat earthers are fucking idiots.
Created the globe. Any victory that the globe takes ever, Duffy, will be ascribed to the measurements of Earth that created the globe in the first instance. Those would be flat Earth angle measurements to stars. So you say the globe wins? Well, that's a win for flat Earth then. Unless you want to deny the flat Earth elevation angle measurements that created the globe, like you've denied the flat Earth that you measured in Antarctica. An essential part of your quasi-lie that it's an experiment. Actually just a flat Earth measurement. The one I pointed out 100 times to one of the participants, and he told 50% of the other globe-believing participants.
That's right. Preach it, Nathan. Preach it like you do. Oh, man, this is going to take a while to get through, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Brandon, for $4.99, says, I wonder if Chemo Shouty Boy has ever ventured more than 500 miles from his shanty. Chemo Shouty Boy. I love it. I've been practicing my push-ups. If you want to see me do 10 clap push-ups, then hit the super chat goal before we finish. We've got half an hour yet, Signal Step. I'm finishing in 30 minutes.
I tried to deflect with those measurements of a flat Earth that you'll need to make the globe to suggest it's winning.
And countless future globe predictions will continue to happen exactly as predicted because the globe exists.
And is based on flat Earth elevation angle measurements of stars, therefore ultimately meaning we have a flat Earth victory in all instances. See this on screen? This is the equatorial plane that projects the celestial hemisphere I detailed earlier that Duffy was going on about. And I suggest...
Nathan, do you see in the middle of that the what's it, The sphere. The globe. The three-dimensional circular shape. You're trying to say that's a flat. It's a globe. His mum never hugged him. Rachbot, $2 Australian says, "Let's go." Sigla Step with $100. Oh my dude, thank you. Says, "Hell yeah, I can hit 20,000 XP." Well, not quite. You're at 19,150. Mr. E-Man, second place, 1,000. Oh, Bill Tetley's been knocked down to fourth place with 625. Andreas Eldritch at 900.
That you'd have to measure the angle from within the globe. Unfortunately, my Hangout prompts are moving when I put the mouse on screen, so I won't. But you can see that the angles are projected from within this plane, through a globe, 2 points on a celestial sphere that was originally
Through a what, Nathan? Just say that again.
made with flat Earth elevation angles to create it in the first place. So if you want to say that the globe wins with its predictive capabilities as a model, it was originally in this plane, through a globe, 2 points on a celestial sphere.
More.
See that the angles are projected from within this plane. Through a globe, 2 points on a celestial sphere.
More.
You can see that the angles are projected from within this plane. Through a globe.
Through a globe. You dumbass motherfucker. Brandon, 199 says, "Holy smoke, Signastep." Yes, round of applause for Signastep, please, guys. Thank you for the incredible... Dude, I can't thank you enough. It actually means the world. 17 super chats to go to hit the goal.
2 points on a celestial sphere that was originally...
Right. Celestial sphere is concentric to the globe. Sphere.
Made with flat Earth elevation angles to create it in the first place. So if you want to say that the globe wins with its predictive capabilities as a model, then that win comes from an origin of a flat plane measurement, Duffy. So
No, it doesn't. Just because there's flat lines doesn't mean it's measured flat. Tangents are a thing, you fucking idiot. Signastep, $50. Oh my god, dude. So, that's incredible. 20k for the win. Yeah, let's see. You now have 21,650. Well, that's not 30,000, is it? That's what I'm saying. I'm joking. Dude, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart. My wife says thank you.
You can say you win, but I'll do what I did to your participants, McToon specifically, and point out that in order for you to claim your experiment is some sort of victory, look, Nathan, we've got the sun measured above a flat plane for 24 hours with elevation angles. Well, how wonderful. That'll be the 100th time I'll point out to you, Toon, that you've measured Earth flat with those elevation angles. What's that? You want to know where the guns are? The guns? What's that? You're going to put the phone down on me and tell McKeegan that I've tried to deflect with measurements? Really?
There's the guns, dude. Don't worry, it's fine. Rachbot, thank you very much. I appreciate the super chat. Oh, I do treat my wife. My wife is my world. I don't think you guys understand how much I obsess over my wife. She is everything to me, more than you could ever imagine. We've been together 22 years, married for 18 and a bit. And I love her more every day, and she becomes more beautiful every day. She still gives me butterflies in my stomach when I see her.
Maybe Toon will do better next time he's in Antarctica measuring a flat Earth. But in the meantime, maybe you can help me out here, Duffy. Because I got the phone put down on me when I was proactively contacted by half your participants. They were filming themselves while they screamed my name into the Antarctic snow with frustration over the elevation angle measurements that you absolutely measured down there, but now seem to be denying.
If a flat earther tells you that there is no accurate flat Earth map...
Sorry, there is no flat Earth accurate map, because they're all globe projections.
Correct. Why is that? Why is every single map in the world a globe projection, Nathan? Why is it the only way you can display, the world on a flat bit of paper like this? I probably shouldn't display that bit. A flat bit of paper like this, right? is to distort it. If the Earth was flat, you could put it on a flat bit of paper like this without distorting it, but you can't. I probably just doxed myself. I shouldn't have shown that.
Distorting things. Like the azimuthal equidistant North Pole globe projection is a globe projection. It's not a flat Earth map. Now, the fact that you've strawmanned us saying that it's a globe map when I've spent 5 years telling every shill that's cooperated with you that that's not our map and stop claiming it, I mean, that goes by the wayside. I'm the only one getting my name screamed into the Antarctic snow. But apparently the words of Jeran the shill, who apparently has held this map up as a true model of the flat Earth for the last 5 years, no, he debunked it alongside me and then conveniently forgot about it. Did you not know?
No, he never debunked it before. He just didn't understand it. And he was obsessed with it and convinced that it was real. And if the South was a lie, like he believed, then that was likely the correct shape of the Earth. Get it right, Nathan. Oh, right, you don't do that, do you? Oh, Rach, naughty, naughty. Addicted to globing for $2 says, I still want to know where the guns were, Nathan.
That? Of course you did.
And there is no working flat Earth model.
So what? Plenty of flat Earth measurements that work, though. Like the ones you took. I'll just rely...
Except they're not flat Earth measurements because they don't measure a flat Earth. They measure angles to a surface, which doesn't have to be flat. Okay, seriously, the support you guys have shown me today is absolutely incredible. Means the world.
On those. No, I don't rely on any map. I rely on your measurements. The ones that if you say aren't from a flat Earth, then you don't have any measurements anymore. Like, at all. I mean, you're calling them experiments. But you don't have them if they're not off a flat Earth. What's that, they're not of Earth? Well, they're not Earth measurements then. What are you going to do, claim it?
Wait, sorry. They're not experiments unless they're of a flat Earth. Has Nathan got dumber since his stream started?
That's a sphere with them.
And that they don't make predictions?
I predict 99 times that Tomb will measure Earth flat in Antarctica. I was right!
No, you didn't get that right. A single thing. Because there is no measurements of flat. In fact, if you are able to play this video without pausing it every 3 words, you would see the curved measurements. But Nathan, you have been playing his video for 30 minutes. You started at 2 minutes in. You have done 1 minute and 40 seconds of Will talking and shouted about 1 billion times how the Earth is measured flat without showing how the Earth is measured flat or letting Will get a fucking point out. This is why no one comes onto your show to debate you. Because this is what you would do. You would mute us, shout at us, and carry on. OG Yeti for $2 says Nathan Oakley used butt plugs. Nathan Oakley's used butt plug? Why am I saying Nathan Oakley's used butt plug?
You know, he proactively contacted me to tell me just how right I was. Then screamed my name into the snow, Duffy. You would have probably heard him. Definitely.
That is an implicit admission that a flat Earth does not exist.
Well, then why was it being measured? Am I missing something? If I'm admitting that Earth isn't flat, why are you measuring it flat? Why is Toon measuring it flat and then screaming...
He didn't. Fucktard.
About guns. I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Fill me in. If it's not flat, stop measuring it flat, you stupid dickhead.
Because you can map things that exist. You can model things that exist.
Okay, if you're watching this, go and get a map. Any map, the closest map to you. And then tell me if it's globe-shaped. Tell me which direction on the map south, or north, or east, or west is. And then tell me if it's...
Tell me which direction north, south, east, or west is. Well, they would be north, south, east, or west, you fucking dickhead.
Pointing down. In any way, shape, or form. Tell me about the distances that you'll accurately measure on the map. Are those distances curving? Or are linear miles and kilometres the only thing we ever use in conjunction with the flat maps? So I'm going to say without exception that Ordnance Survey maps, as an example, by extension Google, who also use OS maps, are flat because they're flat. And when they're functionally utilised, they're utilised with flat Earth prerequisites like linear miles and kilometres, and flat Earth prerequisites like directionality south, you mentioned?
Sorry. Now, miles are a flat Earth prerequisite. Yeah, that just gave me a headache. 15 minutes to go until we finish this stream, guys. We will continue this tomorrow unless there's a debate, and then we'll probably continue it Monday instead. Apologies for being off the past few days, but you know, my health is a priority, and if I do not look after that, there will be no FTFE.
That'll be flat on a map. Any map, all maps, without exception.
And you can make very specific predictions that come true.
I predict that if I travel in that direction, let's call it south, on this map, that if I travel in a straight line at a given speed, I'll arrive at a given time, because I can calculate how fast in miles per hour I can travel in a linear distance on a flat map. Yeah, I can make those predictions based on flat Earth linear measurements of linear miles with odometers. People do it all day. In fact, if you...
Guys, apparently, miles per hour don't work if you're going up or downhill. Or round corners. It's only a direct linear measurement. It can't ever measure the speed going up a hill or something. Borg Emporia says, good question. Why is FTFE not naked yet? Hey. Well, let's look at dates. Right, let's get this in. All right. It's my birthday on the 26th. So let's say, like, during that week. Maybe the Sunday the 27th, we'll do a birthday drinking stream. And there's a very good chance that I will get naked during that. David, for 499 says, to be fair, if my name were screened for the first time in 17 years, I'd talk about it incessantly too. Signal Step says for $2, no. I don't think Signal Step wants me naked.
You've got a car with an odometer. You are, fact, measuring Earth flat with that odometer every time you get behind the wheel. What say you, Duffy? You saying miles aren't flat? I'm going to go with, yeah, they absolutely are, and so are the maps. So there aren't any globe maps, and any measurement on any map will require Earth be flat. Or the measurements won't be accurate because they won't be linear anymore. So we're going to need a flat Earth to map anything or travel or measure anything with respect to a map, Duffy. Okay?
No matter what it is, guys, it's flat because I say it is. Brandon Contrast says for $5, can you use your connections to take care of this guy, please? On it, don't worry. Signal Step says no, and then no. I don't know why he's saying no so many times.
Based on something that actually exists and is testable.
Okay, miles. There you go. Job's a good one. Earth proven flat with something that's testable, measurable, repeatable. All the bullshit words they like to infer make science. Yeah, we can definitely measure.
Guys, you can't measure by miles if you're going uphill. It's been spoken. Signal Step, $2. Fuck no.
Miles. They're linear and flat in all examples for everyone, without exception. I've just proven we've measured Earth flat, Duffy. So do you. You got an odometer? Can you drive, clown?
Created the final experiment to give
him calling someone else a clown when he is literally Slappy the Clown.
Both sides, flat Earth and globe, an equal opportunity to prove their side.
Oh, that's so kind of you. And you went out and measured Earth flat? Yeah? I told Toon about it. He'd already measured it flat, and I'd already pointed it out to him 99 times. So it's nice.
99 times? You've been wrong. You said 100 earlier. If you've gone back, I don't understand. Rachbot, $5 Australian, says, fuck yes! Is that what you scream when you see pictures of me? Hey. Signal Step, now at 22,000. JSS Tiger is in 5th place with 650. Rachbot in 4th place with 835. Andreas Eldritch, 900 with 3rd place. Mystery Man, 1,000 XP in 2nd place. 1st place, Signal Step, 22,050. Because he's a beast.
So you gave us an equal opportunity, and then you made a nice go of it with your flat Earth measurements. What's that? You think you won? You think you proved the globe? Oh yes. No, what actually happened is you went on to do the Lone Rangers final experiments. So not empirical. Need another one. No, you empirically measured a flat Earth. That's what you did.
Why don't you measure and see what happens? Because you're fucking lazy. Signal Step says, fuck yes, Rachbot, fuck no, Craig. You want to join me for a drinking stream, Signal Step?
Nathan,
Only the globe side.
Yes.
not one flat earther needed to go on that expedition. They proved Earth was flat themselves.
Oh, that's right. Flat Earthers don't need to go. They don't need to go and test their shit.
Just measure a mile. You're proving Earth's flat. Oh, what's that? You want to see if it's flat with respect to Earth being a sphere? Oh, no worries. You can do that too. Let's just show you how you can do that.
Yeah, if you were able to watch this video instead of pausing it every 5 fucking seconds, then maybe you'd get to an argument you could try and refute. But so far, you've just gone over his intro, which was a bit long, and not got to any of the meat. That's why I had to do this over 2 shows, and I bet you didn't even fucking finish it then. Sigma Step, $2 anyway. No.
Let's have a look at this. What's this? Oh, this is Earth curve maths. This is where Duffy
That's a curve and a tangent. Those confuse you, don't they?
gets the misapprehension that if you deny Earth is flat, you can suggest that you've got a spherical surface for linear miles flat.
But wait, that's what you're doing. You're just denying that Earth is a globe. And then just applying anything, and co-opting everything there is and just shoving it into flat. That's not how that works.
Earth elevation, angle measurements, weight, perpendicular to a plane of reference.
I need a
all the
bomb.
flat Earth measurements that he called experiments down in Antarctica. Yeah. Meanwhile, the calculation that suggests we have an Earth curve, or sphericity to the surface, requires this. Can you all see what I'm pointing at? It says surface level. It's what...
Sigma Step has broken YouTube again and sent too many super chats. Dude, thank you very much for the support. I appreciate it. It's incredible. You can always PayPal if you want to give me a tip to get coffee. PayPal.me/FTFE. Little birthday gift.
We measure our height of eye above. And when we calculate a dip angle, the surface level will be parallel with eye level. So we need our eye level to be parallel with the surface level for this maths that implies that there's a marked with an X labelled horizon below the surface level, called Earth curve, when we see the side of our own head in an...
Yeah, that doesn't mean the surface of the Earth. I bet if he showed the next fucking, slide in this, it would debunk everything he says. Rosie for $2 says, Craig naked. Roll, roll, roll. How about no? But I like being naked. For next year, I am doing a naked charity calendar. Ask Rachbot about it.
orthographic mathematics. So we see our Earth curve at 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height measured off a flat Earth. What do you know? Even when you're suggesting we've got Earth curve.
Why do you think those dots are there? And it's not, solid? Because they're not real. Eye level is not a thing, it's an imaginary line.
We have to measure surface level. A flat Earth. What's that? It bends? Oh, no, definitely not. Because the maths requires surface level be flat, so you can have eye level parallel with it. Do you understand that parallel things aren't bending? Because this surface level isn't bending, it's parallel with eye level, so that mathematically we can see the side of our own head and infer Earth curve below surface level that we just measured. Flat. For our height above it. And our parallel flat. Eye level. Parallel with the surface level we just measured. But all this calculating stuff to do with Earth, that can come after we measure surface level. Like Duffy measured surface level for the angles to the sun. Like Duffy measured surface level for perpendicular weight. Like...
That's right. Keep saying the mantras. Keep telling yourself that it's all about the flat Earth when we all fucking know it's not.
He travelled south on a plane. How far did you travel? Well, we'll only know if Earth's flat because the measurement is linear. How did he get there? Well, he flew in straight and level flight.
It really sounds like this AI Nathan Oakley voice is broken. Right, that is what we're going to stop up with Nathan Oakley for today, because, you know, there's only so much Nathan Oakley that I feel it's fair to inflict upon you guys, in one go. So we will continue this tomorrow unless there's a debate, but Flerf, probably not. You know what they're like. But before we go tonight, I want to ask a very important question. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like, I don't know, shooting stars?
Should be wishing that
Shooting stars?
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now.
Good morning. These words come with a storm warning. Better batten down the hatches, grab some matches and brace yourself for a long day of misery. YouTube has given me the power to reach up into the sky and show you all that we live on the ball. I bring you science that's comprehensible. Your view is indefensible. You're reprehensible.
Go on, Mr. Sensible.
When I was young, I never thought I would be here to see this. A pile of random nonsense dressed up as bullshit. Your ignorance will be the death of us all, like running head first, full speed into a wall. You could always read a book, buy a telescope, set it up and take a photo of the moon, or just be a buffoon. I send you in a balloon up to the stratosphere on page 3.
You're a few fries short of a happy meal. You're dumber than a box of hair. The wheel's spinning but the hamster's dead, and you're as smart as bait. You forgot to pay your brain bill. You're missing a few buttons on the remote control. 24 cents short of a quarter. You're surfing in Nebraska. You're as bright as Alaska in December, and you fell out of your family tree. You don't have all the cornflakes in one box. You got an IQ of 2 and it takes 3 to grunt. The elevator doesn't go all the way up, and there's a vacancy on the top floor. Your antenna doesn't pick up all the channels. You're several nuts short of a
You're Mr.
fruitcake.
Sensible, calm down, don't go too hard. You don't need the hearts like burying Flerfs in your backyard. You're a man of science, poise and grace. Mage 2 did everything to wipe the grins off the face. So Nathan, get away from those kids. The world is not flat and it doesn't have a lid. Recognise the differences between the textbook and the Bible and control yourself. Lay off your slander and your lies. You're a bunch of knobs poisoning the well of the youth, spreading lies that you like to claim as knowledge and truth. Stop spreading fresh bullshit like the butter on your bread. Maybe a musical assault and knock some sense into your head. I hope one day you'll hear these lyrics and smile, and you realise you used to be a 40-year-old child. Now it's time to wake up, open your eyes and see, and acknowledge the existence of.
You're a few clowns short of a circus. Your phone is off the hook. Your sewing machine is out of thread. You're off foam and no beer. You don't have all your dogs on one leash. An intellect rivaled only by garden tools. There's no grain in your silo, and your skylight leaks a little. Your belt doesn't go through all the loops. You couldn't pour water out of a boot without instructions on the heel. Your slinky's kinked, and you're proof that evolution can work in reverse. A few feathers short of a whole duck, one fruit
Can we
short of
pretend
a
that
full bowl.
airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now.
You thought it was over? Well, I'm still standing while you're swinging, flinging feces, talking shit just like the human centipede. You've got the mind of a chimp, and I'm here to expedite your shore leave. Cause I'm a seaman, but not the kind I rit up on your mom's gums. I'm the kind that sailed submarines and fired guns. I could float a boat across the ocean with my eyes closed, circumnavigate the globe with a compass and a bag of sausage rolls. Well, all you can do is nibble on your toes. I'll smack you with the hose that you call a water level, sit and swivel. You nasal gazing muppet, you can stuff it harder than the wallet stuffed by Warren Buffett. And I don't care about your sauces unless you're serving them, and I don't care about your lines unless you're curving them.
Now step away from me, you're sucking up my oxygen with a vacuum where your brain should be, you dumb fuck.
Right, guys, this has been a very, very fun stream. Thank you very much for the support. It's absolutely insane. Thank you for that PayPal. Really appreciate it. I genuinely am blown away every time I go live. And I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, say thank you very much to everyone that comes and supports me. Just you being here in the chat is more than enough. Watching the adverts that play really, really helps. Super chats and memberships obviously financially support me, and that's absolutely incredible. So thank you so much. Got lots of stuff coming up. I'm working really hard behind the scenes on getting stuff all prepared and that. But, you know, life is a thing. And I'm genuinely thinking of hiring some help to get things, you know, up to a level that I want. So, yeah. Went and got my tattoo. I had some added stars to it today. What do you think? It's looking good, I think. Can't wait to get this turned into a full sleeve with MC Toon and Rubik's on there. So, yeah. Rachbot, I love you too. Thank you so much. Admiral Snappy Turtle, you're amazing. Borg Emporia, keep assimilating. Signal Step, I don't know what to say for the amount of support. It's absolutely mental. So, yeah. Like I said, sorry I was away for a few days, fighting a little head cold, but I'm mostly better now. But I'm not going to push myself too much. Bit of a sore throat still. So I think 2 hours is a good limit for the stream. We've still got 1 minute left on the goal, so we'll keep going until that goes down. Zoomy Tomato, thank you so much. Again, your probe is always there watching me. In fact, it's in every room I go into. I'm not really sure how that happens, if I'm quite honest with you. So yeah. We've got there's debates coming up on Modern Day Debates later in the month, and a couple on the Raging Tomatoes channel. Still trying to get Alex Stein for part 2 of our moon landing debate. That will be a continuation of the live one that we did. So that should be fun. Got to finish covering this Nathan Oakley stuff. We were covering the Iron Horse Ross Flat Frosty Jesus debate on Modern Day Debates, but that guy's repulsive and I'm done with him. So we'll although Nathan Oakley's pretty fucking repulsive as well, but I guess we got to cover that. Stop watching my bathroom, Zoomy. Rosie says for $2 push-ups. I've been practicing a lot of my push-ups. I do at least 150 a day at this point, to be honest. I'm going to be showing you some more of my new puppy, Esther. We've had to take on my brother-in-law's dog as he was posted to America. Show you a picture of the gorgeous thing. Here she is. She's a proper Velcro dog. It's quite incredible. Hi guys, I want to thank you very much for the stream today. It has been mental. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much, guys, for streaming for so long. The TV turned itself off. Remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight see you tomorrow. Fight the flat. 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 Fight the flat.
You call me elf again, you're gonna see what's gonna happen to you.
Hi, my name's Nathan Oakley, and I have been lying to people about the Earth being flat for a lot of years. I did this to hide the fact I have a small penis.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
I'm a dumb flat earther, and I don't understand science.
Level.
Hey folks,